We're live and it's 7:29. So nobody's here yet, but that's okay. I can I can talk to myself for a couple minutes till we get started. Hi everybody, or nobody that's here yet. Um let's see, what can we talk about? Oh, lots of things. So last weekend was my class reunion. I think I told you about that. That was fun. That was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed seeing people I hadn't seen for years and catching up with people. It was really, really interesting. Um, and just, it was just a lot of fun. If you have a chance to get to one, go because it's just, I don't know. I had, yeah, I was fairly active in high school. I wasn't like crazy into everything, but you know, I was into something. So I guess I was got to know a lot of people. And I went to Muhlenberg. We had a class of close to 300 people, so there were quite a few people there. Hi, Karen. But there was about 100 there, I think. It was fun. Anyway, that I just mentioned because a couple of people said that they had seen me live, and a couple of people were amused by the fact that when I go live, something usually goes wrong. Like I end up upside down or sideways or something. And I can see right now that my mouth is moving, but not in time to the words. I don't know what that's about, nor do I care. It's just the way it is. Karen, so I got your message. Hi Carol. And I did respond to your email. I did respond. There's two events coming up that you might have confused. Hi Connie. And so I explained that in the email. Anyway, so tonight, okay, before I get started, even I'm going to reiterate the fact that all designer series paper that's not specialty paper and not in colors. So I guess it's 3 pages in the catalog of designer series paper is on sale, 15% off. Good deal. Doesn't happen very often. Shipping is still a little slow. So don't wait till the last minute like I did. There was something I needed and I waited till the last minute to order it. Now I'm holding my breath, hoping that it gets here in time. I I don't know. I guess we'll just see. Let's see. What can I tell you? I said shipping is still slow. Oh, okay. So something new that I just got today and just wanted to show it off or show you how it works because it's really kind of cool. The Take Your Pick tool, they came out with crafter's tips. Take your pick, crafter tips. Okay. So that's the box. Here's the Take Your Pick tool. So here's what comes with it. First is a perforator, and that's a screw on thing. So you have to use the screw top. And I can just give you a quick show here what all goes with what. Okay. So when you get the Take Your Pick tool, it has this with it. This has putty in the one end. And I actually have a second Take Your Pick tool with the putty thing on it. That is to pick up things like your oh uh, embellishments. Okay, they'll stick to it very nicely. Okay, so I'm not going to get into all of this, but that's what comes with the Take Your Pick tool and this spatula, which gets underneath those embellishments and pulls them off. But anyway, when you unscrew the screw top, there's this brush you can get for it, which I have, to take out pieces from die cut pieces that things get stuck in there. Okay. I just want to show you the new stuff. So let's just ignore all of this stuff. Okay. The perforator is one of the things. And at first, when I saw this, I thought, well, what do we need with a perforator? But you know what? I played with it a little bit and it's really kind of cool. And let me show you what you can do with it, okay? So I got this handy dandy little craft mat I got at the dollar store, and it's a self-healing cutting mat. So if you cut it, it heals itself. Okay. So say you want to make I don't know, a corner fold. So you want to fold in this corner here. You take your perforator, flip that down, and run it up. I guess you can just run it up one time. So that's what it does. It perforates that piece. But now, why would you do that? Well, because guess what? Now you have a really nice fold in case you wanted to stand up or something. I don't know what you would want to fold, why you would want to fold that, honestly, but you can do it, and it perforates it. Um, or if you want to make tickets, it'll make tickets for you, because if you it see it will come apart pretty nicely. Okay, so that's the perforator. The other thing, again, screw on things. So you have to take the perforator off to screw on the craft knife. This is just your standard X-Acto knife. And I'll tell you what, I often wondered why they didn't have one of these, because I do have my own X-Acto knife and I do use it. It really does come in handy. But this is one of the cooler things that I thought. A little hook. This is very sharp. Okay. And this tool has two sides, another real sharp tip, and the sharp hook thing. And I know that these are going to be useful. I haven't quite figured out exactly why. Hi, Susie. But I do believe they're going to be very useful. Very helpful when you call them. Call them what? Wait. Karen, I'm confused. I don't know what I called them. Um, okay, so anyway, it doesn't matter. That's what is new with the take your pick crafters tips. The X-Acto knife, the hooky thing, and the pokey thing. And you know that's what I'm going to call them: the hooky thing, the pokey thing, and the perforator thing, or the ticket thing, right? Okay, so there we go. Something new, a new toy to play with. And I always have to play with new toys. So there it is. And I got this circle light ring that I put up here, and it is doing absolutely nothing. So I'm not really sure why I even have it on, but I do. I was hoping it would get rid of some of these shadows, but it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, what else? That's all I wanted to tell you. I told you about the Designer Series paper sale. Told you about the take your pick tools. I just heard from the library in Warnersville, because they had originally told me they were putting me on their schedule until June 1st. June 1st was the last day that they were going to have me on. Well, they just sent me a message that they would like me to continue, which I'm glad, because I know I have some people that really enjoy coming, and we have a lot of fun. So yes, we will be at the Warnersville Library until further notice every first Thursday of every month from 5 to 7. We will be at Robisonia Library the second Thursday, so that's tomorrow, and we'll be there at 1:30. And then we will be the third Thursday, we will be at the United Church of Christ of Robisonia, and we will be there from 1 to 3. That's all three are open to the public. You don't have to be a member of the library or the church or anything. just come and I bring everything you need. So that's all there is to it. Okay. The fourth Thursday of the month I have off. Yay! Let's see what else is happening. That's all. Okay, so tonight, here's what we're gonna do. What do you see? I really had a blast this afternoon playing with this. I got the Earthen Elegance suite. Now, that is this one. It's in the catalog on page 70. It's it's different. It's like so many things in this catalog are florals and just bright colors. And with the new in colors being so muted and so natural, this stamp set just falls in with those in colors perfectly. So I am going to take myself out of the picture. Oh, wait, before I take myself out of the picture, I am going to pull a name. Karen, it's your name, so you get the card. I think I have a couple here for you, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow at the library, so I will stick them in my stash. I have to remember to do that because I have a couple things for you. I've been kind of stockpiling things. Um, okay, so here is this is what we're doing. So what I did, I need to show you this. Oh, I said I'm taking myself out. There we go. So we have, yeah, okay. You're welcome, Karen. Okay. I really wish that light would work. That would be really good, but it doesn't. Oh well. Anyway, this suite. Here is the card, one of the cards that I made with it. Okay, it's a thank you card. Isn't that pretty though? I love these colors. I really do like these colors. Okay, if I stop every now and then just to adjust the light, it's just because I want to see if I can make it get better. Oh, well, anyway, I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different things that this suite can do and how it does it and how I figured that out because I love it. After I started working with it, I really fell in love with this suite. Thank you, Connie. I just really this has so many neat things to it. So I'm going to start out. Let's see. I'm going to start out with the bundle, the suite, the stamps and dies. Okay, so the stamps are pretty simple. You have your two earthenware vases and or vases. You have some branchy things and some leafy things, and just some nice, pleasant little sentiments. And before I go further, I have a couple of new people that have been watching lately, and I just want to show real quick what happens when you get a new stamp set, how to deal with it. Okay, so when you get a new stamp set, this is on the top. This has the sticker that is on the back of the stamp. How does it get there? You put it on. So this one does not have a sticker on. It has a backing paper that you want to take off. Now this is spongy and it will stick a little bit, but it won't stick real good. And this is what's going to make it stick real good. So this is very sticky. You're going to take this off and then you're going to stick that down to a block. And actually, if I had a good size block, that would be better. So I'm going to go with this one. Okay. Then you are going to peel off the backing of this. So you have put the sticky side down on the block. Do that first so that you know you have the right side going on. So you stuck your sticky side down to the block. You take your stamp, you peeled off the backing, lay it down on paper on your desk, and then turn this over and put it, line it up with the edges of the stamp, like so, and press down. And now your stamp is going to stick to the block. Okay? It's going to stick to everything, actually. It's going to stick to your stamp case, because I now have most of these. I don't have them all done, but I have most of them done. I'll show you one more time. Pull it off the rubber, pull off the backing. Grab your sticker. And so now you have your sticky side and you have a shiny side. Stick the sticky side down, pull the backing off. And stick it to your stamp, like so. And now that one's ready to go. So when you get a new stamp set, you're always going to have these stickers on the top, unless it's a photopolymer. Photopolymer are clear, and those you don't have to do anything with, but the rubber ones you do. So I just wanted to show that to anybody who's new to Stampin' Up! And gets a new stamp set and doesn't know exactly what to do with it. That's what you do with it. Okay, so now moving on. We have these stamps and we have these dies. These dies are so cool. I'm telling you, I just love these dies. Okay, because first we have this die here, and let me show it to you on the case. This die goes with that. This die goes with that. This die goes with that. Okay, so these are the stamps and these are the dies. This die goes with that. We have this one. And then we have a couple left over. And these are really, really cool. Okay, we have this, which creates, let me find one. I have them here. Okay, that creates this. Now, you might look at that and think, yeah, so what can be done with the sticky side is no longer sticky. Do you mean, Susie, do you mean that the part that sticks to the block isn't sticky? You can either save this paper that's and reuse part of it. So like this, okay, down here there's pieces, but you can also buy this paper from Stampin' Up. What is it called? I have some here. That's not it. That's masking paper. Oh, darn, I don't have it right in front of me. I thought I did, but I don't. But you can buy more of this paper and use it. I've never had any not stay sticky though. I'm not sure why that's happening to you, because mine has stayed very sticky. The photopolymers sometimes don't want to stick right. And when that happens, I use the sticky paper. I use some of the sticky paper. Like I said, I have some, and I use that to make them stick too. Okay, so back to this leaf. Okay, so it comes out of this die and it looks like this, but now you have little creases in it, and you can actually fold those creases and make it kind of stand up, which is really kind of cool. So like this card here, that's what I did. I have them all standing up just a little bit. This die I really love too. This makes this leafy thing And that's what this is. So those are just so handy. See, here's another one. They're just so handy to have to just fill in places. And then let me see, there's one. Oh, this one here is another one that's this. It just like that was what was happening was I saw it, I could see that it went with those, and then I thought, well, what are all these other ones for? So that's why I cut them out here, and I cut them out. This is my magnetic sheet under here that I always keep my dies on, but I just put them on there to so that I could see what was exactly what was going on and what I had, what all these things were for. This is like it makes it's like an embossing piece, and I think it's for this. It's because it's this pattern. So I don't know if you can even see this. I tried filling it in some. Let me try and get it up close there. It has a pattern to it. And because this light is so horrible. Okay, anyway, um, that's what the die looks like. So it embosses, it does not cut through, it just embosses the paper. And you could use this just almost like an embossing folder on a background piece, or you could use it to put a pattern on one of your vases. Um, then there's this piece, which is also like I'm using it tonight like that, like a design for the on the pottery, but you could use it, make a border all around. There's another pot there. So you're going to see what I'm doing with these as we go, and I just really like these stamps. I like this stamp set, um, the whole bundle, and then the suite has paper with it. This paper is really cool. The paper is not patterned like like the dies do not cut anything on the paper like a lot of times they do. But this paper is honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was pretty ugly. But then I saw what I could do with it and said, oh wow, this is just so cool. So like this piece here, this is I don't even know what this is. It's but it makes a great background stamp paper. It's also really good for the pottery, and then it's this pretty blue on the background on the back. I think is a combination of boho blue and misty moonlight. Then there's a piece. This has Pretty Peacock, and it goes into a just a beigey color with a spattering on it. You use them. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Susie uses them a lot. Overuse. Yep. I guess that's why the sticky side isn't sticky anymore. And then look at this on the back. It has this it almost looks like it's embossed paper, right? So it would make a perfect background. And then this has the Pretty Peacock. So and then this one here is Moody Mauve with it has a gray print on the back, and this one is what I used on this card. Oh, and the back of this is really wild. And when I looked at it, I thought, ew. But I cut a vase out of it, and it kind of looks like paint or something dripping down the side or down the top of it. And It's really kind of cool, I think, now that I'm looking at it again. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to do a couple of different things with these, and you'll see what happens. So I'm going to put that aside. That comes with the suite. The other thing that comes with the suite is this ribbon. Now, this ribbon is perfect for this set. It just goes with everything. You can do it so much with it. Except it does fray a lot. So you have to be kind of careful when you're using it, but it works. It does work. Okay, so let's get started. So I cut out a couple of things and I'm not just going to mess with them. I did one that's a lot of the Pretty Peacock, and I did one that's a lot of the Moody Mauve. And then I have this one that you've already seen. So what I'm thinking with the Pretty Peacock is I'm going to put this, I was either going to put it on the portrait. Let me fill this in here first. I was either going to put it on the portrait and leave it with just this, or on the landscape and kind of use this too, which I'm kind of torn here as to how I want to do this. I think I'm going to leave it on the portrait, but I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to put this, a piece of this on the bottom, not the whole thing, and just kind of put it in the middle there. So they cut it off. Yeah, that'll do. See, I started doing this and I cut it, and then I kind of got lost on this piece, and I thought, oh, that would be cute landscape like that. That would be very pretty. But my vases that I have cut out, they would kind of get lost on that. So I'm going back to this. I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to stick with the portrait. I'm going to stick this down right now. And I've got my Stampin' Seal here. Maybe. I've been trying to use this a little bit more because I kind of got used to using it, and it's really a good adhesive. So you're going to see me using it every once in a while. Not all the time. I'm still not won over from my green glue, but sometimes. And then this piece I'm going to glue down too because I don't want to put it up. My other stuff is going to go on one dimensionals. This piece I'm using just as an anchor for my my pottery. So so this is kind of what I'm thinking, is that I'm going to put them like that. But now those pieces I am going to put up on dimensionals. So I'm going to start with this one. This piece was cut out of that one paper that I said I thought was kind of ugly. This one here. And I thought it really came out kind of nice for ugly paper. This is what I always do with my dimensionals when I get to the bottom of the page. Cut up what's left. Now I'm putting these leaving some room because I'm going to start squeaking in some of these fronds and things like that. And if I have the dimensionals going across, that's not going to work. So there's that one. Now, if I decide I'm going to decorate that, no, I don't like that. I might put that on there. Yeah, I'm going to just put a little bit of this at the top and the bottom. And I think you could use glue dots to attach this, but I did the other ones that I did here, I used glue just with the hopes that it won't fray on me. I don't know if that will really do any good or not, but I'm just putting a little dab of glue. See, and then this also makes a nice, you could use it as a border, and I think I might do that at the bottom then of the whole overall piece. The overall card when it's done is just kind of put some of that on the bottom because I think it's really cool ribbon. Well, it's not ribbon, it's like twine almost. Okay, so there's that piece. This one, okay, I cut this out of this paper. This, I just cut it this way. So it's here. It's kind of like in there somewhere. Just so you know. And then I am going to use this. And the way I found to put this on, the best way to put this on is, of course, a little bit of glue through the middle. After it's glued down and dry, after the glue is dry, then cut off the edges. And at this point, if you wanted to, you could put some of this on. I don't want to overdo it with this stuff. So I think I'm going to just go with that. Now, I got a pack. I think these should have been part of this suite, but they're not. They are called Neutrals Adhesive Backed Sequins, and they are so cool. They are a bronze, copper, gold, and silver. So the bronze just goes so pretty with these. So does the copper. So, I think, let's see, I guess I'll use a bronze one. And I'm just going to stick it right in the middle of that. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put this up on dimensionals. This is going to be my third one. And I'm going to put it kind of right there. So now that's the placement of the three. Not sure. Yeah, okay. And they probably should all go up on dimensionals. I do too, Karen. The colors and this paper, like I said, it's strange. I kind of had a love-hate relationship with it when I first looked at it. I thought, ooh. And then I started using it and going, whoa, that is really cool paper. And you can do so much with it. I actually started cutting these pieces out of the designer series paper too. Like you can see this one is a dark and then it has a light spot there and there. If you can see that, there. And then this piece I cut out of that same paper because it just looks natural. It just works. Now, I'm not putting anything on this pot because I want to put things in it. And I'm going to put that, okay, kind of like that there. Okay, and now to bring in the color, I want to use this. I'm going to use a couple different pieces. And I'm placing these all first and then gluing them in just because I'm not sure how some of them are going to work. Yeah, that one I might have to see. I did put a dimensional up too far on that. So, okay, I'm going to just kind of start attaching these. And if I have to cut the bottoms off, which I might have to do on some of them to make them fit on my card. Yeah, this one's going to definitely need to be shortened. And then I also have this, which might need to go in this little one here. This set is the first thing to go on my wish list. Wait, Susie. Hi, Barb. Susie, you said that last week. And I think you said it. Oh, you mean it was the first thing. You're not putting it on your wish list now because you're seeing it. You have it on your wish list already. Is that what you're saying? I know when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I have to have that. I really did love it. Right, it was love at first sight. How are you, Barb? I still have a card here for you. I just saw it and went, oh, I got to get this out in the mail to Barb. I do that to you a lot, don't I? You win the card and then you don't get it. When you do eventually get it, you just don't get it quick. But I will get it to you. You know I'm good for it. And I'm kind of thinking that this little bugger could go right there. Ooh. I'm getting a lot of glue in a lot of places that I don't want glue. There, okay, that's all right. I'm going to definitely be dabbing this one with my embossing buddy. This piece here is what I want here, but I'm going to cut it off a little bit just to make it kind of fit in there. And I should be using my glue with the glue bottle with the little tip on it instead of this big tip. There, that worked. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this across the bottom. And here's how I'm doing this. I'm just putting a little drop on each connection. But I just want to make sure I get some on the edge so it doesn't fray. Well, it does fray, but it sticks back together when you put it down then. There. That piece does not go there. Now I'm going to stick, just to jazz it up a little bit, I'm going to stick a couple of those sequins. Continue one there. And I need to say something with this card too. So let me find the stamp set. To find here it is. This is a thank you, and I like that. You are proof there is good in the world. That's what I did on the inside of this. And I stamped that on in a basket weave, and that's in the Pretty Peacock. You always know just what to say and do. Your thoughtfulness is much appreciated. With gratitude. I'm going to just put the with gratitude on here because that'll keep it very simple. And I don't have the sticky on the back of this yet, so we're going to see this happen again. I'm going to make sure you don't put it on upside down, as I've been known to do. Okay, and we're just going to stick this right here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece of white. I keep a whole drawer full of scraps of white right in front of me, right on the top. Comes in handy all the time. I'm going to use pecan pie because I have my early espresso packed, or I would do it with that. I want to keep this really small because, as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of room. I didn't leave myself a whole lot of room, so I'm going to keep it small, but that's okay. And then I'm going to just take a sponge and dab a little bit of this on the edges and all around because I really want to mute this because the whole card is muted. So I don't want a bright white thing glaring out there. And it kind of fits right in there with these fronds. So I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna glue it down. I'm not gonna put dimensionals on it or anything like that. There. And let's see, where's the stamp set? Okay, folks, I just put the stamp set aside and lost it. So I was going to use one of the other things to put the inside. Here it is. I put it aside there. And I think for this one, well, let's see. Oh, I'm going to stick with the "You are the proof there's good in the world." And I'm going to put these and this. This will go in Pretty Peacock. These are going to be pecan pie. And that's just about going to work together. So I can do it without cutting. I might have to cut some of this off, but it doesn't look that way. Put it over as far as I can. Whoops. Ah, that one got shadows on it. I should actually be using my matte. There, that's better. Okay, that's gonna go on the bottom. sentiment's going to go in Pretty Peacock. There. I like that stamp too. I just like this whole set. I guess I should stop pointing out the things that I like because I like everything. Karen, no baseball game tonight. I just realized. Wow. Oh, I know. Baseball games were all canceled because of the smoke. Isn't that awful? Barbie, you having that too where you are? Where are you anyway? I mean, smoke has just been awful. It really, really, you could smell it as soon as you walk outside. In fact, I said to my husband, geez, I said, is somebody burning something around here or what? And then I saw that about the wildfires in Canada coming down. I thought, man, isn't that something? So there we go. There's the finished card. And when you're putting it together, it kind of it startles me a little bit because it starts looking not so great. But then when it's all put together and it's all finished, it really looks good. I like it a lot. I'm going to just make one little tweak here, and that is I have two sequins. I want a third sequin. I'm a stickler for this. I always have odd numbers of embellishments. So we need to have a third sequin. And I'm just going to pop it right there. And that's perfect. I really do like this set a lot. It's just so different from all the other things. Okay, one more, guys. We have time for one more, right? Let's see what time is it. 8:22. Ooh, we are getting close, but I have everything ready here. So I wanted to try another one with Moody Mauve and Pretty Peacock, and then use some of this gray. And so that's what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to actually, I want to use that. I want to do kind of like what I did with this card. Just put a little piece of the gray off to the side. So I'm using this Moody Mauve kind of background thing. And then I just want to take, this is the other side of the Moody Mauve, is this gray. And I'm just going to take a little piece of it and kind of wonky. Wonky? Yeah, okay. Just a little piece. And every piece, these pieces all go together. Like this piece would work too. There's so many things with this set that just work so nicely. So I just want to put that in there, maybe. Yeah, okay, we'll use that. All right, I'm going to glue this piece down first. Even the Reading Phillies were canceled. Wow. And Barb, you're in New Jersey. You have it too. Connie, it's on your wish list too. Seems like we all think alike. We all have it on our wish list. Well, no, I bought it. Let's see. Okay, that's not going to work. But now this one, we could put the vase like this, or like that. But I have another blue, another peacock, so I'll go like that. Oh, look at this. I have vases cut out all over the place. Okay, yeah, let's go like that. Something else that I did is when I cut this out, and now I've lost, there it is. When I cut this piece out, that square in the middle, depending what you cut this out of, that piece in the middle makes a very good embellishment for one of your pieces of pottery. So I have two of them right here, and I'll show you what I mean. So this is going to go here. Okay, so there's one. This one. I do the same thing. I'm going to put this. That's where I put it. I put it on this pot. See, you can see it here. I took the piece out of this here and put it there. So you just cut the edges off like that. And that's ready to go. See, and then you could even take two of these and kind of put them together, but cut a piece off. So like this is going to be my background. I'm going to cut the bottom off of this. And I'm going to cut the top off of it. And I'm going to glue that across there. So it gives me both colors. Then I'm going to stick this piece right in the center. I didn't cut those pieces off quite enough. And again, I'm just going to glue. Now, I've used basically the same pattern for all three cards that I've made so far, and it's working very nicely. You don't have the smoke in York, really? Wow, that is wild. Because they said it was going down into DC pretty good, and it's really awful here. I mean, it's definitely noticeable. You walk out the door, you can smell it, and I actually had to wear a mask this afternoon. We went away for a few minutes, and I put my mask on and I had some wash hanging on the line. I had to go out and get, and it was just that bad, and it kind of you get the taste in your mouth. It was really bleh. And like when you looked up at the mountains, yeah, it's awful. Hey, Linda. Again, you couldn't find us. I don't know what happened. That's really odd, Susie. Linda, I don't know what happened. I got on a little bit early tonight, like just a couple minutes, not a lot, but a couple minutes early, and so it wasn't that. I have no idea, and I don't know what to tell you for how to find it easier or quicker. I'm just not sure if anybody has any tips that they can give Linda about finding the Facebook Live um, easier. Let me know or let her know. Are you going to be at the library tomorrow, Linda? Oh, you posted to me and Karen on email. Okay, now that color I don't like so much on this card, but we got loads of other ones. And then, you can always go with the other side too. There. So you just line them up. Just Linda, we are using the yeah, the Earthen Textures suite, which is giving us a lot of really cool things here. The paper's great. Just everything about this suite is very pretty. Easy to work with. Lots of neat stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. No one on page. Are you following? Yeah. Was that the in the afternoon that you were at House Goods that you had to use your headlights? Okay, so Barb is saying to make sure that you follow Nettie P Stamping, and then you get a notice when I'm on live, and then you just click on that notice, and it brings you to my page, right? So maybe tomorrow at the library, remind me, and I will take a look at your page and see if that's what you're doing. If you're, if you're doing it that way. Oh, I think that's good enough. I put a couple of these on, and this time I think I'm going to use the silver ones or white. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. You brought up my page, and all the posts were old. Okay, well, tomorrow at the library, remind me, and we will look at it because sometimes I go on my own page and the stuff is old, and I have to go in and I forget what I have to do when I go in. So I'll look at it and we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out because this happens to you a lot. So I think there's something that we might need to change or look for in particular or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So okay, we need to say something on this card too. And we need to do an inside. So on the inside, I'm going to do the same thing again. You know what? I might make this one. Let's see. Let's make this a birthday card instead of another. Or a thinking of you. That's perfect. Yes, a thinking of you. That's not going to fit. Has to have something little. So, okay, I'm going to try a thinking of you with my go-to greetings. Or just a note is even easier. Okay. Again, I'm just going to use my small piece of paper. Use Moody Mauve or Pretty Peacock, either one. And this one, I'll use the Moody Mauve. Again, I'm just going to dab a little color over this very lightly. I just want to mute it so that it's not the bright white glaring at you because the whole card is muted. All the colors. Okay, I'm going to do this. Actually, I should do a gray. I think I will do gray granite. I don't know, Linda. I will talk to her when I get there. Um, Nothing I can do about it if we don't have enough room, except pull over more tables. But as far as I know, I mean, the last time we were there, they said they had a meeting. I haven't heard anything about a meeting this time, so who knows? I mean, we'll just have to find out when we get there. So that's 6. We should have enough room for 6, I think. We'll make room if we have to. We'll figure something out. Okay, I'm putting just a note there, and I'm going to put a thinking of you on the inside. And for these, I'm using the go-to greetings. I really like these. They come in handy for everything. they seem to just always work out. And I'm going to use Moody Wall again for that. Ooh, we are really going over time tonight. But I was doing a lot of talking in the beginning too. Okay. There. Okay, so we have got this one were the 2 we made tonight, and this was the sample that I made this afternoon. And I like all 3 of them. Let's put that one in the middle since it's the different colors. But yeah, I like all 3 of them. I love this set. It's just it lends itself to doing so many neat things. So there we are. You're welcome, Susie. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I do appreciate it. And I hope to see you one of these days at a meeting or at the library or somewhere. I know I'll see my team next Saturday. Thank you, Connie. Don't forget, if you join at another time that's not live on either Facebook or on YouTube, leave me a message. Tell me that you're on, and I will add your name to my little grab bag here, and you could win the card. It's always nice to know who's watching, and if there's something in particular you want to see, where you're watching from, or what have you. So, everybody have a wonderful evening. Thanks, Karen. And I will see you all sometime. And I hopefully will see you next week. Have a good night.